Hello everyone, I am Priya Devi. In today's video, we are going to discuss about a mini project, a simple mini project that is placement management system using core Java concepts. In this video, we are going to see the requirements for this project, as well as we are going to see how this Windows-based application look at the end. So let's discuss the requirements for this project. To use NetBeans IDE. IDE like Eclipse, or anything else like IntelliJ or anything else. Secondly, you can use or you have to use this. We are going to from this we are going to use Apache server, MySQL server. Then third requirement is slash. This is to perform the connection or to perform JDBC operation, that is Java database connectivity. So it is required. How to download this and everything is discussed in my previous video, that is JDBC video. The link is given in the description. So let's see the code for the same. In this way our home page will appear. So first of all, to perform all the operations regarding placement management system, or to save all the details of students and the TPO, that is training and placement officer of our college, of our specific department, we need to first save their details to the database. So firstly, you will have to start these both the servers, that is Apache and MySQL server, and then you will have to create database for this. So in my case, I have created a database named Reg, and these are few tables for the details for storing their details like company details, result, student details, TPO details. So we will see this later. Firstly, this is our home page, where this is a menu bar and these are the menus. These are few menu items here. So this is a home page. These are few options here given here. This student registration option goes to student registration form, where we fill in the academic details and other personal details of a student. Then when we click on this registration form appears. Here we can fill in details, and when we hit the save button, these details are saved to the database, where we have created the student details table. Then if in case we want to update the data which is already inserted to the database, we can use this update button. Else we have to go, if we have to go to the back, that is home button, here it is given. So let's see how it works. So when we hit the save button, these details will get saved to our database. So here the message appears, user registered successfully. Then we have to go to the home page again. Then if you are a student, then you'll have to go for student registration. But if we have two members, that is student and the TPO. So TPO will also have to register for this. He will have to enter the details. Say suppose then we will have to click on the save button, so the details will be registered or the user will be registered successfully. Then we can either go to the home page or else we can go for filling the company details. This right is only given to the TPO. Only TPO, that is training and placement officer, can fill the company details. No student is having access to this company details form. So here we are going to fill the details. Here we select the branches required for that particular company. Then we go for a save button to save the details. So the message appears, company details registered successfully. Then either TPO can go for login, else he can go to the uh, updating the info if there is any mistake in the data registered. Then we have a login button. Here we have provided the two choices, that is he or she will have to select whether a particular person is a student or a faculty. So here he will have to insert his or her roll number or the user ID, whatever it is, password. Then after successful login, it shows the message login successful. Here in the search panel, appears after the login. Here we can insert either a roll number of a student or else the company name. If we insert here a roll number, then it will, and when we click on the search data, it will fetch the details regarding the particular student, that whether he is applicable to which companies. It compares the cutoff of a company and the marks of 4 years of student, and with this comparison it shows that the particular student is applicable or eligible to which companies, and these few details are displayed here. Else if we put here any company name, say Wipro, then it will show how many students are applicable or eligible to the Wipro company from particular college or particular branch, and also it shows the average of average CGPA of the 4 year and also the branch type, and it will show particular type students only as per the required branches for that company. Else we have here reset data button to reset this field, and then we can go for logout. Then it will print it will show that it will display the logout successful message. So in this way it looks. We have other option like we can directly go from here for login, as we can go for exit so that it will disappear. Another option we have here is if any user don't want to update all the details, but he or she only wants to change the password if in case he or she forget, then here we can update our password. Here also we have provided the choice that whether particular user is a student or a faculty. If that particular student wants to change his or her password, then he will have to insert the user ID, his or her user ID first, and then older password is inserted here. And then new password is inserted in this fields, and then we will click on the change button. So it will first pop up that user already exists, and then it will update the password, and the message will be displayed password updated successfully. So in this way it happens, and then we can go for exit. So we will discuss how it is done in the next video. So we are going to check whether the details we entered are entered in these data tables. So let's refresh it first. Okay, we are able to see this particular data what we inserted just now is inserted here. So let's check in the company details. Yes, it is here what we inserted just now, Tata Motors. Then in this result table we can see the recent CGPA entered and also its average. Then in TPO details you can see this recently entered data. So in this way we have uploaded here a jar file, that is MySQL connector, inside the libraries section, which you need to download for this project to establish the JDBC, that is Java Database Connectivity. So thank you for listening. If you like my video, please like it and subscribe my channel. Thank you.